Hi, in this video, let us discuss about Mangalore University 4th Sem BCA Java Programming Lab Part A program. Program 5. Define a class called time with the data members hours, minutes and seconds. Read two time values and find the difference between them. And use constructors to initialize the data members. It means we have to use constructor overloading. What is a constructor overloading? It means we can have more than one constructor with different number or different type of parameters. Let us see what should be the input. Input should be time 1 and 2, that is two time components with HH, MM, SS, that is hours, minutes and seconds, and the output should be the difference between these two time components. Here we are going to create a class time with three components, hour, minutes and seconds as given in the problem. I am supposed to use constructor overloading. So we define two constructors. One is an empty constructor time. The other one is a constructor with three arguments or parameters. Here we are going to have two constructors, that is constructors with different number of arguments. So this is constructor overloading. Methods. Here we are going to define two methods. A difference method to calculate the difference between two time components and a display method to display the time. And how to calculate this time difference means, imagine you are going to subtract two time components, say 10, 45 and 50 or 5. Okay, 10, 45 and 5. So here 8, 29 and 40. Now this is seconds, this is minutes and this is hour. So when you cannot subtract 5 minus 40. So in that case what we will try to do? We will try to borrow from minutes. So when it is borrowed, it will become 60 seconds make 1 minute. So this should become 65. From here we will get the answer is 25. And here when you just borrow, this should become 44. The same is applicable for hour to minutes also. So now what I am trying to do here is, in time difference we are going to create an object time t3 as new time object, and here we are going to check whether the t2 seconds is greater than t1 seconds. If that is the case, we have to borrow from minutes. So we are just subtracting the minutes by 1 and we are adding 62 seconds. And if it is in case of minutes, the same thing, we will just decrement hour by 1 and we will add 62 minutes and we will calculate minutes is equal to t1 dot minute minus t2 dot minute, and t3 dot hour is equal to t1 dot hour minus t2 dot hour, and even we have calculated the seconds here, and we will return the object t3, and this is the return type of the object, return type. So we can also pass the objects as arguments, and also we can return the object also as an argument. This is a good example. You know what are the classes to be created, what should be the input, what should be the output. Let us put all these things together to create a complete program. So we are creating a class time with two constructors, and then the method time difference, method difference to calculate the time and return the time object, and the method display to display the time in a proper format. So in our main method, this is your main method with the name time difference, where we are going to read the input for time 1 and time 2, and we will just going to calculate time 3 is equal to time dot diff. So here time dot diff I am using. So I have defined diff as a static method. So I said static methods can be invoked without creating objects. You want to invoke a static method from other class. Time is one class and time difference is the other class. Diff method, a static method, is inside this time class, and I'm going to access this method from time difference class. Means I have to call it by the name of the class dot method name. What is the name of the class? Time. So time dot diff of t1 comma t2. What it is going to return? A time object. So I say t3, time t3 is equal to time dot name of the class, time dot diff of t1 comma t2. Why we are using time? So static methods can be called without creating objects. If we are invoking from the other class, we have to call it with the name of the class dot method name. Now let us see how this code is going to work. Let me compile the program and execute the program using Java space time difference and give some input randomly. So I'm getting the output like this. So my program works fine. Even you can add some extra coding in this particular program to validate this hour, minutes and seconds. So the value can be from 0 to 24 and these two values from 0 to 60, like that. You can add some validation. The output looks like this. Happy coding. You can get the complete link of this program in the description box. Thank you.